Give thanks, so when me a bleed. Set speed, I carry on now. Big man in town, them shoulda know say me I keep it crowned. Yeah. Plant seeds, work feed. Well, enough of them want ready band. When the food gone so long, them run. And them can't be found. Still man fight the fight, me not give in. Day and night, me keep on building. Way of life, me breathe out, breathe in. Oh, 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 oh. Tell them I'm a winner, yeah. Pop down a Jonah, turn in a sinner. Oh, man, still a believer. Even if we get knocked down, we keep the bounce. Now see me front, you got me from a little and I grow. Come on, a winner, yeah. Still a believer. Oh. And after the sunset, me not fed, cause I'm the deafy defend. The world is that turn, so me know that the sun a go rise again one day. I go reach higher heights, even if now it feels like I'm falling. All of me goodness and glory abide by my side, yeah. Knock it coming, knock me till the work done. Win or lose, a man a winner, and that's for certain. Never take no program, cause me and me own dance. So me go and shut and shut and shut. Tell them I'm a winner, yeah. Now pop down a Jonah, turn in a sinner. Oh, man still a believer. Even if we get knocked down, we keep the bounce. Now see me front, you got me from a little and I grow. Come on, a winner, yeah. Still a believer. Tell them I'm a winner. Oh, 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 oh. Now pop down, now Jonah, turn in a sinner. Yeah, still a believer. Even if we get knocked down, we keep the bounce. Now see me front, you got me from a little and I grow. Come on, a winner. Still a believer.
Hello and welcome, I'm Andrew Voss. We're coming to you from Queensland Country Bank Stadium as we bring you coverage of tonight's clash between the Cowboys and the Roosters. And with me in the commentary box is Cameron Smith. You're looking well, champ. Cameron, these are the matches the top team should win.
G'day, Vossy. The Roosters are itching to get out there and entertain the good crowd that has turned up here. They've been calling them the entertainers as of late, and I'm sure we'll see why with all the attacking flair they have at their disposal. I'm afraid the opposition will have no chance here. They won't even get close.
I think you're right, Cameron. There's certainly some pressure on the coach and selectors, Let's hope they've gone with the right combinations for tonight's match. Let's watch the kickoff. The waiting is over. It's game on. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Watson with momentum. He's almost made his way through. At dummy half, brings it up, keeps going.
He's proving elusive.
No chance of an offload in that tackle. Second tackle there. Flicks the ball inside. Moves it on. Chasing well. Cherry Evans breaks through the line. T-R-Y. That's a try. You don't reckon the home fans like that one.
You know, sometimes teams go into a match at home thinking the home advantage will give them a head start. But if you don't play the basics right, it means absolutely nothing. That's what we've seen here.
He should have no troubles with this one. Helps himself to 2 points.
It's important that they back this up with a good set from the kickoff and get to the kick. Otherwise, this lead may not last that long.
The Roosters lead by 6. Keen chase needed on the long kickoff. Tedesco collects it on the full. He's tackled there, but he's made good ground. That's tackle 1. Rushes into dummy half. Collins. Twinkle toes. They're closing the gap. In space. And another try. The Roosters have had the try awarded, and that'll put more points on the board. Collins got in good position, timed their run, and reaps the reward for a good piece of play.
Yes, sirree. Wonderful skill. Made the defenders look very, very ordinary.
Now the chance to add the extras. Right in front, and 2 points. Kicks it off deep. Cherry Evans with a good catch. Beats a man. They're closing in.
They're showing little resistance now.
Trying to break up the defence. The short pass. He's got them napping. That's a try again. The onslaught continues. The Cowboys. Defence looking very, very ordinary out there. We're only minutes into the match, and already the game is slipping away. He's looking to add the extras. Cherry Evans is in good form with a boot. And looking at the stats, we see they have kicked 2 from 2. 2 more points.
The Roosters will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say will be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
Goes deep with the kick-off. That's good positional play to take the kick. Out of a tackle. They force him back. One on defence. That's one. Play the ball now. Bang! With a step. He breaks through. They'll look to find the line from this penalty.
They've made a brave call to go for touch. This will be a huge set of 6.
That's gone over the sideline. Watson restarts play with a tap.
They've been presented with a perfect chance to add to their score here.
He plays it at the 30-metre line. Plays the ball. Running along. Crichton. Clear of another tackle. Explodes through the defence. The onslaught continues.
It's always disappointing when you come out and put on a performance like this in front of your home faithful. They'll be feeling it right now.
Opportunity to add the extras.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
Cherry Evans is striking them well tonight, and looking at the stats, we see they have landed 3 from 3, and they'll pick up the points.
So much for home advantage. The visitors look to be moving in.
Kicks off deep into enemy territory. Cherry Evans there to field the kick. Off the left foot. Halted by the defence. Comes up with a play the ball. Finds support. He runs straight past another.
Oh, the footwork. He's running them ragged.
And he's blocked by the defence. That's the first of 6. Lays it off. Play the ball on the 30-metre line. Second of 6 tackles there. Shovels it on. The Cowboys throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through.
Definitely an opportunity there.
He's shut down there by the defence. This is just outstanding defence here. Tackling in numbers here. Shut down. That's good defence there. Gets the dummy half. Good vision. Passes long. Tedesco. Under it. Good burst, this one. Good play. They grab some decent territory. On tackle 1. Plays it with a little bullet pass. He runs to another. Says adios to another defender.
It's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dire. Either way, the stats tell the story.
Cutout ball. Weaves his way through that tackle. Tedesco powers forward. Loops it over the top. Mesmerises the defence with a step. He's got defenders closing. Breaks the line. They've gone again. Even some of the home fans are applauding that.
That try was something else. The crowd knew they were going to get their money's worth turning up today. What we just saw then was exactly the case. Fantastic try.
They'll have the chance for another 2 now. Cherry Evans is kicking well in this match. As the stats show, they have nailed 4 from 4. He slots it over for 2. This man can do no wrong. He's just kicking so well. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. And he's right in position to field the kick. Good step. Gets his hands free and offloads. Evades that tackle. He's beaten 1. Now he's beaten 2. Is tackled after making good metres. A very long run. They're in hot pursuit. He's run through another. He surges forward. Shut down by the defence. There's the second. Little dummy half run here. They're looking to spoil his party. That's a fabulous 4 quarters. This is Rugby League at its best.
I think they'll feel they've really wasted this home ground advantage here. The coach will have plenty to say after this match.
Cherry Evans with a job of trying to land this one.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Cherry Evans is in great form with a boot, as is evident by their kicking stats. They now have 5 from 5. Goes long. That's the halftime siren. Breaks through. Oh, he's through the line. Good pressure from the chasers.
He just keeps going and going and going.
Another try. That try's so good, it's worth more than 4.
Good try that, Vossi. The build-up was impressive, and in the end, the defence had no answer for that piece of brilliance there.
Now we focus on the conversion to come.
The visitors feel so much at home that I think they'll accidentally walk into the home sheds when they leave the field tonight.
The Roosters lead by 40 of the first half. Well, Cameron, that was a half a footy that had a bit of everything.
The home side are down at half-time, and after what I've seen in the first half, it comes as no surprise. Their commitment on defence was poor, their execution with the football was lousy, their coach will have plenty to say in the dressing rooms.
We'll check the stats and come back for the second half. Crowd ready again for the kick-off. Second stanza underway here. Drinkwater latches onto that kick. Watson puts him away. That's the first of 6. They're looking to spoil his party. And he'll be forced to play. Gets to dummy half. A snappy pass. Ball and all tackle. 3 is the call. Plays it. Flicks the ball inside. Front on defence.
Some enterprising play.
Play the ball now. Delivers the wide ball. Dragged down. And the attack just keeps on coming. Loops it over the top. Puts boot to ball. And he's right in position to field the kick.
Well done.
Hammered in the tackle. And he's stopped in that one.
Coach will be happy with that chase.
Gives it on. Through the first line of defence. Putting up a chase. He's clear of another.
Oh, the footwork. He's running them ragged.
A 4-pointer to the visitors. The Roosters have had the try awarded, and that'll put more points on the board. Walker got in good position, timed their run, and reaps the reward for a good piece of play.
Many talked about the home advantage giving them an edge in this match, but it certainly hasn't factored one bit.
Shot at goal still to come, and a chance for another 2 points.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
Cherry Evans is kicking well in this match. They have successfully converted 7 from 7. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Crichton catches it on the full. He's got momentum. The defenders running like seagulls to a chip.
Takes the safe option.
Plays the ball. And with a step. Breaks through another tackle.
It's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dire. Either way, the stats tell the story.
At dummy half, Cherry Evans. Hard to contain, and look at this. Breaks through the line. Makes some ground. Rushes into dummy half. What a step.
He's proving elusive.
He's beaten 3. Watson surges forward in the tackle. Desperately close to the try line. Plays the ball a couple out. Gets his hands free and offloads. They've got another one.
I think they'll feel they've really wasted this home ground advantage here. The coach will have plenty to say after this match.
He takes a moment to line things up.
Simple job, really. Block out a very vocal crowd and slot it between the posts.
Cherry Evans is striking them well tonight. As the stats show, they have nailed 8 from 8. That's 2 points to the score.
The Roosters will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say we'll be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
Drives this kick-off long. Cherry Evans there to field the kick. Misses the tackle. He surges forward. He's tackled after making good metres.
And the home fans are yelling at their team to improve.
Now that's a great step. Nice step. With plenty of room to move.
A very simple run to the try line now.
That is a very special try.
This is a try that will be on the highlight reels, not only for the season, but for the next 10 years. Sit back and enjoy this one on replay, folks. Simply outstanding.
He looks fairly confident as he lines this kick up.
Not to offend Vossi, but if he misses this, I think they'll sign off early and go home.
Cherry Evans is in great form with a boot. They now have 9 from 9. Drinkwater restarts play. That's good positional play to take the kick. Walker breaks through the line. He's tackled there, but he's made good ground. Comes up with a play the ball. Sidestep. Breaks the defence. Referee calls help.
Come on, learn to tackle, boys. Work together.
The Roosters unable to break through. Halfway through the count. Watson with momentum. Tackling in numbers here. Shut down. That's good defence there. A good chase will be rewarded. No way through. Watson runs from acting half. Held goal by the ref. That's the handover. Textbook defence there. The Cowboys can't afford to pat themselves on the back just yet, though. McIntyre. Wonderful tackle. On tackle 1. Trying to break up the defence. The short pass. Halted by the defence. And that's the second. Gets the ball. There's no advantage there, and the referee rules the scrum. The Roosters with a play the ball 10 metres out. Count is 0. Turns it inside. The carnage continues. You'll never tire of seeing tries like that.
The Cowboys will probably want to put this performance at home behind them. They've been outplayed across the park here.
Well, they've posted the try. Now can they get the goal? He slots it over for 2.
The visitors feel so much at home that I think they'll accidentally walk into the home sheds when they leave the field tonight.
The kickoff is deep. Cherry Evans marks the ball. He's got momentum. Gathered in the tackle. On tackle number 1. Moves it on. Wong.
Nice pass.
He's run through another. They're in hot pursuit. Lenu powers forward. Good play. They grab some decent territory.
I don't know whether it's nerves or just inability. They've got to come good.
Weaves his way. The Roosters not able to break through the strong defence. Passes. Radley. Walker surges forward in the tackle. The hooter is sounded. Full time, folks, and there we have it. Cameron, as we predicted, it was one-sided.
The bookies all had them as heavy favourites, and that's why. When this team stick to the plan and complete their sets, they are really hard to beat.
Well, we're counting the seconds already. You know what? We're going to stay here and wait for next week's game. We'll see you then.
This is my time to break. This is my time to rise. Take a piece of that cake. This is my time to eat. I was given a taste. I was too small to see. Now I got what it takes. I got all that I need. I got all that you want. Writing is on the wall. I ain't changing no font.
taking it minute by minute, becoming the hero I came to become. Knowing I do what I do and I do it, I ain't gonna stop till it's done. Can never fool me, I got all it takes. I'm gonna stick to my guns, never be losing my cool. I'ma stay where I am when the rest of them run. I'ma burn it to the ground like a flamethrower. I'm addicted to the buzz like a chain smoker. Keeping the pace of the race, I'ma chase so I am up and blowing the horn. I see the infinite possibilities cause I'm in the eye of the storm. I am the storm.
To look like you could close the distance. I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back. Let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving. Cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one in front of me. You is a ghost, you ain't got a soul. Whoa, always say that they gon' come for me, knowing they won't. They doing the most. Whoa, chasing my, gotta get already. Not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa. I'm the main event, ain't no back before, let's get it. Heartless energy, yeah, better get lost. When I talk like this, don't blame me. I know I'm bad with it. Go against a goat, that's bad business. All of y'all are jokes so sad with it. To me, you're just a ghost, don't get mad with me. Gotta get already. Not selling my. You on the. Y'all moving. Ready to. Whoa. I'm the main event. Ain't no back before. Let's get it. Heartless energy. Yeah. Better get lost. Don't get with it. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me.
A very good evening, I'm Andrew Voss. It's great to have you here with us at Allegiant Stadium for this trial match between the Panthers and the Bulldogs. And I'm joined in the commentary box by the one and only Cameron Smith. Cameron, my friend, I don't know about you, but I love Friday night football, and this match is going to be a beauty.
G'day, Vossi. The Panthers are a side that are very dangerous with the football, but their opponents are no lightweight themselves. I wouldn't be surprised to see a very high-scoring match tonight, as both sides do like to throw it around. Hard to pick a winner, but I'm sure this will be a very entertaining game of rugby league.
Well, I think the coach is happy with the squad selected for this match, and he'll be happy with this side. We are all ready for the start of this one. Places the kick-off deep. Martin marks the ball. And with a step. Pushed back in the tackle. Tackling in numbers here. That's the first of 6. At dummy half. Beats a man.
He's proving elusive.
He's in the clear.
Take your time. Plenty of time.
What a start to the match. That, my friends, is a 5-star try. Now the chance to add the extras. He slots it over for 2. The Panthers lead by 6. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Sorensen able to take that catch. Driven back in the tackle. Galvin puts him away. Plays it. Looks and turns the ball inside. Offloads the ball. They've got the numbers. Has a look and flicks it inside. He finds open pasture.
He's away.
Flicks a short pass. Gathered in the tackle. That's 2. Rushes into dummy half. Cleary. Able to get a one-handed offload. Stands and passes. I like that. He's kept it alive. Bang, bang. He's over the line. I think it's a try. Here is some more tension. Off to the video referee we go. Well, here's some controversy. The video referee says try. Cleary sizes up the kick.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Nice kick. Goes long. And he's right in position to field the kick. Through the first line of defence. No one in front.
A very simple run to the try line now.
And with that, they get another try.
The Panthers have scored a marvellous long-range try here, and the crowd are absolutely stunned by this play. Their opposition had no answer in stopping that try.
Look at the focus as he lines this one up. Cleary is striking them well tonight. They have successfully converted 2 from 2. Lands the goal. That's 2 points.
Always a great way to settle things down. Get some points on the board.
Drives this kick-off long. Talagi catches it on the full. What a step! Forced backwards. That's a good ball and all tackle.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Mesmerises the defence with a step. He was just about through. Play the ball now. Passes. And into touch. Scrum will pack down now. Turns it inside. Running along. Ref says play the ball. 15 metres out. Gets the ball. Putting up a chase. Collected on the 10-metre line. And that's the second. Lays it off. Held up 5 metres out. Works it on. The Bulldogs throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. That's the fourth. They're just metres away from the line. Plays the ball a couple out. That's a try. No, hold the phone. I think he's bombed this.
Yes, an opportunity missed there. Crucial mistake.
Man takes it on the full. And he's stopped in that one. There's the first tackle. Galvin.
Nice pass.
Play the ball on the 30-metre line. Second of 6 tackles there. They're in hot pursuit. Nice defence there.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Salmon.
Well done.
The Bulldogs not able to break through the strong defence. Shut down. That's good defence there. Ball and all tackle.
Beautiful.
Plays the ball. Passes long. Kicks. Edwards judges the bounce well. With an offload. McLean passes inside. Battered by the defence. Misses the tackle. Kenny driving forward. Finally rounded up. Dummy half dash. Weaves his way. It's still on.
He just keeps going and going and going.
Edwards sets sail for the try line. The onslaught continues. The onslaught continues. The Bulldogs. Defence looking very, very ordinary out there. We're only minutes into the match and already the game is slipping away.
A very good try scored here. The crowd love that one and are on their feet applauding the play.
Successful with a kick.
Always a good way to settle the nerves, if there are any.
The Panthers lead by 24. Kicks it off deep. Edwards latches onto that kick. Weaves his way through that tackle. He's got past another. He surges forward. Still trying to make metres as he's brought down after that good run.
The defence is struggling here.
He's shut down there by the defence.
Some enterprising play.
Sends it back inside. Smith.
Great pass.
Promising run this.
He can run.
He is unstoppable. Another 4 points. Another try.
The Panthers have scored a try from deep inside their own half with some excellent individual skill. You can't relax against this side when they're in this sort of mood. They can get you from anywhere.
He can kick this with his eyes closed. Cleary is in good form with the boot. As the stats show, they have nailed 4 from 4. I don't think that kick was ever going to miss.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far. Still a long way to go, though.
Kicks long. That's good positional play to take the kick. That's the halftime hooter. Good play, they grab some decent territory. And the referee says that's all we have time for in the first half. Cameron, that half of footy here tonight had a bit of everything.
The Bulldogs find themselves trailing at the break and will be wondering what went wrong in that first half. I can tell them exactly what went wrong. They have been out-enthused by their opposition. A number of their senior players need to step up in this second half.
We'll have the second half in just a moment. Cleary gets ready to kick off. Back from half-time, and we are underway. Tracy there to field the kick. Halted by the defence.
Coach will be happy with that chase.
Gives it on. Ill call by the ref.
Bang! What a tackle.
Comes up with a play the ball. Burton. Sherry. Crashes to the ground. The Bulldogs on the charge. Captured by the defence. Attacking strongly, but no way through. Well, they didn't use all 5 tackles there. Gets the dummy half. Bamboozles the defence with a step. Offloads. Breaks through the tackle. Breaks the line. And they seize him. That's the first of 6. At dummy half. Snappy pass. Gets it away. Nice step. That's another try. And up go the home fans. They love that four-pointer. Takes a moment to line up the kick. Cleary is kicking well in this match. They now have 5 from 5. Good kick, and they'll get the points.
It's funny what momentum can do in rugby league, especially when you've got a crowd like this urging you on.
The Panthers lead by 36. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Martin under it. Beats a man. Pushed back in the tackle. Man front on.
The Bulldogs showed no commitment on that play. Disappointing.
Cutting at his teammates. He goes straight through. Not a bad run this. He goes over the 40-metre line. The carnage continues. The tries are coming thick and fast. Smith romps in with another for the Panthers.
The Panthers will be stunned at how easy they scored this try. The opposition were dropping off like flies in defence. And in the end, it was just a simple stroll to the try.
Well done. 2 points from the kick. Cleary is having a sensational game with the boot. Keen chase needed on the long kickoff. Sorensen collects it on the full. He's got momentum. Finally wrapped up. There's tackle 1. Plays it. Tries a back pass inside. And he'll be forced to play it. That's 2. Rushes into dummy half. Cleary. He surges forward. The Panthers unable to break through.
Looking sharp in attack.
Moves it on. Good step.
He's proving elusive.
And he's blocked by the defence. This is just outstanding defence here. Yo. Held on the 40-metre line. That's 5th tackle in my book. A good chase will be rewarded. And down he goes.
A solid chase there.
The Panthers were looking around for the kitchen sink there. They threw just about everything else they had into that last set. Slipped in the short one. Leota puts him away. First tackle there. They've got the numbers. Grabbed by the defence. There's the second. Finds support inside. Held as the call from the referee. 3 is the call. Galvin. Tracy. He plays the ball on halfway. 4. Finds support. That is a classic ankle tap. Sends that pass out. Gets a kick in. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. This is the old run backwards trick. Running and running and running. This man has some speed. Play the ball now. Good burst, this one. Good pressure from the chasers.
Like a thief in the night.
Brings it up.
Look at him. Down to a jog. Doing it easy.
He crosses under the post. That try sends the home crowd crazy. Conversion right in front of the black dot.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
Cleary is striking them well tonight. They have successfully converted 7 from 7. He just banged that one over. This man can do no wrong. He's just kicking so well. The Panthers lead by 48. Kicks off deep into enemy territory. And he's right in position to field the kick. And with a step. Cleary, driving forward, is tackled after making good metres. That's the first. Tries the inside pass. Delivers a long ball. Through the first line of defence. Chasing well.
They're showing little resistance now.
Not too far from the line. They come away with a loose ball. And he gets out of the in-goal, but only just. That's one. And he's stopped in that one.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Flicks the ball inside. Ball and all tackle.
Takes the safe option.
Looks and turns the ball inside. Referee shouting hell.
Beautiful.
Plays the ball. Long, long pass. Well, they've gone downfield with the kick without using up the 5. Not sure what happened there. Referee calls them in to form a scrum. Has a look and flicks it inside. Bang! With a step. Oh, good ball. The ball's turned over. It's an intercept. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. That, folks, is the full-time siren. Crichton breaks through the line. Taken in the tackle, but he's made some good metres. Ref shouts, second tackle. And that's full time, but I don't want it to end. It's been great rugby league. Well, Cameron, you've been sitting here all match. Sum up the game.
We thought this would have been a close contest, but the home team has really put on a show for their faithful. The Panthers were just too good, and the trip home will seem a lot longer for their opponents.
A good win indeed, and we'll have plenty more football next time. So join us then.